In this video, I'm going to show you 6 different Imprimatura color combinations that are perfect for landscape painting, or really, any kind of painting. It's a simple step, but it makes a big impact. For this demo, I'll be working on acrylic gessoed birch panels. I'm using a glass palette with a palette knife and a scraper to help keep everything clean and mix smoothly. For solvents, I'm using Visari low odor mineral spirits, and just a touch of liquid to help the paint dry overnight. You can use any brush you'd like, nothing fancy is required. As for colors, I'm using burnt sienna, transparent red oxide, burnt umber, yellow ochre, sap green, and ultramarine blue. These give a nice range of warm and cool tones to work with. Before we get started, I want to show you a great example of an actual painting that uses Imprimatura in a really effective way. This is Sunset Sky, painted in 1872 by John Frederick Kensett. It's part of the collection at the Met. What's fascinating here is how clearly you can see the light gray ground, the Imprimatura, beneath the layers of paint. The sky is painted with transparent warm tones that allow that gray underlayer to shine through, and it completely shapes the mood of this piece. That soft, pearly gray gives the sunset a quiet, almost somber feeling. It's subtle, but very powerful. I thought this was a really perfect example to show before we jump in. So let's get started. I'm starting by mixing a small solution of liquid and mineral spirits. This will help the paint dry quickly, ideally overnight. The first colors I'm using are raw umber and ultramarine blue. This is a classic pairing for creating neutral grays. The mix of warm and cool tones balances out into a really natural, versatile gray. You can shift it slightly warmer or cooler depending on the mood you're after, but I'm keeping it pretty neutral here. This kind of Imprimatura is perfect for paintings with a more subdued or somber tone, like a cool winter landscape or an early evening sky. It's a great starting point when you want the overall mood to stay grounded or muted. Next, I'm using a combination of burnt sienna and raw umber. I'm mixing them directly on the palette with a little bit of mineral spirits to thin the paint. At this stage, it's really about having fun with the process. Cover the whole surface freely, then start wiping it back with a rag. This approach is great for working on site as well. You can lay in a quick Imprimatura like this, sketch out the main shapes of your composition, and then use a rag to lift out the lighter areas, like the sky or other light masses. By pushing and pulling the value like this, you can quickly establish a strong value structure using broad, expressive marks. It's a great way to jumpstart a painting with energy and clarity. For now, I'm just showing you a demo, so I'll wipe this back. Next up, I'm working with yellow ochre and raw umber. I'm blending these colors right on the palette and applying the paint to the panel with my brush. At this stage, I'm really enjoying the process, scrubbing the paint into the surface using broad strokes and making sure to cover the edges as well. After laying down the paint, I start wiping it back with a rag to lighten the value. You have full control over how light or dark you want this Imprimatura to be. I wipe it once and then again with the clean section of the rag. And if I want it even lighter, I wipe it back a third time. For our next color combination, I'm using sap green and red oxide. This is actually one of my favorite mixes. It creates a beautiful olive tone with hints of yellow, green, and red. You can easily shift this mix warm or cool depending on the mood. It's perfect for capturing the vibrant, warm atmosphere of summer landscapes or any bright, sunlit scene. For the fifth color, I'm using raw umber and sap green, which creates lovely green-gray tones. As I compare it to the previous sap green and red oxide mix, I notice they're quite similar in color. I give this one more distinction by adding a bit more raw umber to warm it up with richer, earthy brown tones. I want each panel to have its own unique character, and this combination definitely delivers another beautiful option. For this final color combination, I'm mixing burnt sienna and yellow ochre. This is a classic warm ground, perfect for capturing sunlit skies, warm summer scenes, or any setting where you want that glowing, vibrant warmth. This mix is rich, bright, and leans towards orange tones, giving you a great base to build interesting color combinations on top of. Now that we're all done, be sure to clean up your palette. And let's take a look at all the panels together. You can see there's a nice variety of warm and cool tones, different values, and each one has its own unique character. I'd love to hear which one you like the best, and if there are any other color combinations you'd like to see. Remember, have fun with this and experiment. You can use single colors, mix multiple colors, whatever you like. The goal here is to gently tone down the bright white of the canvas and create a foundation that sets the mood. Personally, I prefer to work on a colored ground or Imprimatura because it really shapes the whole painting from the start. I hope you found this video helpful and inspiring. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notifications, and give this video a like. I'll see you next time.